Hey, I'm Allie. Today we're going to create a grid view using Nucleus and XCode. Let's get started. We'll start out by creating a standard IG grid view in XCode. Once we have that down, we'll transform it into a multi-column grid view, like the one you see here. First, we'll create a new XCode project called Grid Samples by hitting Create. If you noticed, there was some sample data in the app I just showed you. I have these files right here. We're just going to add them in as the next step. We'll go through them in more detail in a minute. Next, we're going to add our frameworks. If you collapse this right here, we have the IG framework, which is the framework that contains the grid. Now we'll reference the Quartz Core framework, which is also required. If we take a look at the samples data, we'll find an image property called image, and a few other properties like first name, last name. Then we have this generate data method that we'll use to display our data. Next, we'll use a few code snippets to keep us moving along. We'll add our import to the grid, and then we'll add the grid definitions. I also have some setup code right here. This code will just initialize a brand new grid, set up the size and everything, and an auto resizing mask. Then we'll set up our data source helper and set that to the grid using this generate data that we used from the IG salesman data class we previously added. Then we'll hit run. As you can see, we've got a pretty plain looking grid here. Let's see if we can spice that up a bit. First, we'll add an image column. What that will do is bind our image property from our sample item. Then when we hit play, we have our nice image column here with our data. To make it look a little nice, we'll add a theme definition. This creates a brand new dark themed object that we set on the grid view. Let's run that. There we go. It looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? Now we'll take what we've built so far and we'll make our multi-column data source helper. So all we'll have left to do is switch out the data source helper, the IG grid view single field multi-column data source helper. It's not as scary as it looks. This actually results in the display of only one field of our data that wraps around. So we'll just use our image column here, and we'll take out this one line that we added. Set the number of columns to 5. And let's run it again. There we go. As a final embellishment, we'll set the row height to 150. And set the text of the column display to our first name property. Then we'll set the alignment. And we'll run. There you go, a brand new grid with multi-columns. So that's what's in development. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos using Nucleus and XCode.